Okay guys, if you're just joining me, we are in a cemetery in Boyd County, Kentucky. Beyond this headstone right here is the grave of Charlie Manson's father and uncles that the Manson family stabbed 19 times in the chest 10 days prior to the Tate LaBianca murders. Join me. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Right here is Charles Manson, cult master, father laid to rest. His father was an abusive alcoholic who had impregnated his mom at a young age of 16. They later split up and there was a nasty custody dispute. Charles Manson's mother then moved to Ohio to have him, and then come back, fought the custody dispute, wound up winning, which he wound up dying at a young age in his 40s of cirrhosis of the liver due to his alcoholism. I'm going to show you the grave. And there it is, Colonel Scott. Colonel William Scott, the father of iconic serial commune master manipulator Charles Manson, responsible for the death of Sharon Tate and the little baby, as well as the LaBiancas. Now just beside him is the aunt, either the aunt or the grandmother on that side, as well as the grandfather. And there it is, guys. In 1969, the Manson family, Charlie and the Manson family, murdered his uncle, Darren Morrill Scott. As you see, 1905, 1969. They stabbed him 19 times in the heart and left him dead. Join me as we visit the home places of where this all happened. And now we're here, guys. Right here is where the Manson family stabbed his uncle 19 times in the chest 10 days prior to the Tate LaBianca murders. And as you can see, all through here, this is where Charles Manson's uncle would have been stabbed 19 times in the chest. Everybody saw Charlie in the neighborhood the same night it happened. And he would have been right here, walking down the street. They also say there was a hippie guy on a motorcycle going up and down this road just before it. Now Charlie's uncle was a lot like his dad, an alcoholic, booze-driven guy. But I still don't think he deserved what he got that night in 1969. Okay guys, behind me is one of the houses where the Manson family first started. Still its original blue color. Of course, there's somebody living in it now, and we have a lot of traffic going on, and we don't want to disturb nobody or make nobody upset, so we're just going to shoot it from the outside here and continue onward. And as you see, they definitely do not want you trespassing. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, was the first. Apologize for the traffic in the background, but right here behind me, this black cabin was the very first Manson family house in Kentucky. Guys, behind me is the house right here where your finger is where Charles Manson was brought to. In his early stages of life, his grandma owned the house, I would go up, but there is now residents living in it, so we're just going to have to document it from out front, guys. Now we are now going to go to the graveside. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, where it all started. Charlie Manson, the world's most prolific serial killer who killed nobody. Simply told them what to do, drugged his followers up. He only took half of the dose so he could pretend to be whatever it was he was. He was a master manipulator. This is where it all started at. And I am going to show you. And here it is, guys. The main marker that started it all. This is the grandfather who Charlie Manson was named after, laid to rest, as well as his uncle. We're going to go there now. And right here it is. As you see, Mother Nanny L. Maddox, 1887-1959. This was the grandmother when Charlie was first conceived and born into this world, before he reigned his terror that night in 1969 with the Tate murders and the LaBiancas. Right next to him you will see Luther L. Maddox, 1916 to 1950. This is Charlie's uncle. Right next you will see, I'm going to wipe the name off here so you can see it. Father Charles M., which was for Millis Maddox. Now keep in mind, guys, Charlie was adopted by a guy his mother was seeing after Colonel Scott. So he's named after his grandfather and has the last name of his stepfather. His mother is buried in Nevada and California one. She moved out there when Charlie was doing his stint in prison to be closer to him. And that's where she is laid to rest. Or she would be right here at this empty spot before this other family right here was laid to rest. It's quite crazy sitting out here and taking it in, just knowing that I'm here where the evil all started.